Can you make out what this is? Not yet? How about now? Okay, now do you get the picture? This is what happens when bacteria left in your mouth mixes with sugar. Brushing your teeth is something we all inherently learn. I don't know why or how, but I know that it is important to go up and down in a circular motion 2 to 3 times a day to keep away from tooth decay. Up until very recently, I didn't think there was more to it than that.
I've never actually had someone show on my own mouth
How to brush.
how to brush, how to floss.
But as it turns out, I only had about half of it right. 60% to be precise.
If you're not cleaning between the teeth, then 40% of the bacteria gets left in between the teeth after brushing.
My mouth has been opened up to a whole new world. And no, I'm not talking about a dentist. I'm talking about a world of gum brushes, flosses, and dental hygiene surveillance.
Can I have a look in the cupboard here?
Yeah.
A world that, statistically speaking, at least half of us have never even heard of. It is the gum-friendly world of a dental hygienist, the specialist whose job it is to prevent this from happening to you.
Our role as dental hygienists is to educate and inform the patient on good oral hygiene habits. We are the preventative side of dentistry. Any lumps, bumps or sores anywhere, it's very important that if you ever get a lump, bump or a sore, that you report it to the dentist if it doesn't heal within about 5 to 7 days. I'm now going to use my little ruler and I have little markings on here. I want everything to read 0 to 3. 112, 222, 322, 4, 3, 3. So it's a little bit like your cough. So it should be tight against the tooth. But if my probe can go right up underneath, this is where the bacteria's got underneath and it's shooting out toxins. So this is a disclosing agent. So it shows up where the bacteria is on the teeth because it can be a little bit difficult to see the bacteria in the mouth because it's kind of a creamy colour. So this highlights, the blue is the old bacteria. The pink is the new just from today. Can you see where the blue is showing up in between the teeth edge? Bearing in mind, in between the teeth, 40% of that bacteria gets left behind. It's live and active and shoots out toxins that can destroy your gum and bone. So we need to clean in between the teeth every day. Doesn't matter when it is.
Every day?
Every day. It only takes 24 hours for the gum disease process to start. This is a little interdental brush and it goes in between the teeth like that, massage gently. The other thing you could use is this little easy pick on the go, especially when you're filming.
Yeah. I like that.
Do you like that? Yeah. These areas are a little bit tight, so you could probably do it just with a little bit of floss. So bring the floss down by the side of the tooth, up against the tooth. Would you mind just showing me how you do your what your toothbrushing technique is like, Ed, please? Yeah?
Yeah?
Can I just give you a couple of little tricks?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay, if we have a look at the shape of the teeth, they're more like 3D rounded. So if we scrub over here, we're going to keep hitting these outer surfaces. And we're going to have a little bit of wear. And this can lead to sensitivity in the gums. So we place the bristles, vibrate, come down. Always aiming those bristles around that tooth and gum margin and in between the teeth. For the insides, wet the brush. Go along, all the way along what we call a dry brush. Often what happens, the toothpaste starts foaming up and becomes a bit of a nuisance, uncomfortable, so we move away quickly. But we really need to thoroughly brush all the surfaces.
It's fascinating. I've never actually had someone show on my own mouth
How to brush.
how to floss.
When the patient is in the chair, they're really enthusiastic and motivated. But what happens is when they go home, the habit falls away. So I've showed you how to remove all the bacteria from your mouth today. It's the homework that's going to count. Coming along here every few months won't work. I've set up a supportive program. It's called Spotcheck. And why it's called Spotcheck is because I can email you, I can text you, and I can even call to your home. So I'm wondering, would you like to sign up to the supportive program?
Not like you can say no now, is it? Sure, yeah, no, I'd love to, yeah.
This is a list of the oral hygiene products that I showed you. It's not complicated for you at all. Remember, you have your toothpaste, your mouth rinse, your little aids to go in between the teeth. So we have the little brushes, the easy picks or the floss. You don't have to use all three, but you'll find something that really suits you. What we want is for that habit to form and for you to clean in between every day.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not complicated, Ed.
You know how you're always enthusiastic and super excited when you take on something new? Positive that this time you're gonna see this thing through to the end. But then you wake up a little late. You've got a tight deadline. And soon, it's the end of a long week and you simply want to watch Netflix and chill. What you set out to do every day, you start to put off to tomorrow.
It's our final day of filming today. I'm going to head over and do the final interview with Ed. And yes, you've guessed it, I'm going to be spot checking Ed today, and he has no idea.
What are you doing this day?
Okay, so can you see in between here, Ed, this darker blue colour?
Yes.
So that's the bacteria that's getting left behind in between the teeth. Do you remember that 40% that gets left behind after brushing? Can I have a look in the cupboard here?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting on.
I've been using that.
The floss picks, okay.
Yes, I've been
And
definitely flossing.
So what about the incidental brushes? This is the sample I gave you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really get around to those. Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
sort
we
of
have
use them when I'm working a little bit.
Full
but
pack here, Ed.
Well, I've used this one.
Okay, but they wouldn't really last weeks.
No.
No. So the electric toothbrush we use, it's one tooth at a time.
Evidently, the toughest thing about any change is persistence, making it a habit every single day. Oral hygiene is no different. I'm not the only one who struggles with it. So Ed, we're going to go and spot check somebody completely different now. Kate is a very busy mom. She has 3 children. She works part-time. When you were studying, you were quite stressed and busy and you were suffering with dry mouth. Did the Bio Extra help at all?
Very good. I thought it was a really good product actually. I had a lot of assignments and a lot going on there at one stage, and it really helped me out.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, should we go and check the kitchen then?
Okay.
The World Health Organization recommends that any one of us should not have more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. So if we have a look here, this is the product label. It says carbohydrates of which sugars, and it has a gram amount of 17 grams.
Yeah.
So the gram amount that we divide through is 4.2, but we round that up to 4. So in this case then, divide 4 into 17 is a little over 4 teaspoons in that 100 gram. Would you mind just putting out the amount of Cocoa Pops that you would put into an average bowl if you're pouring them out?
Yes.
Okay, so just see what that is. It's about 100 grams. So that is 4 teaspoons of sugar. If you use tomato ketchup, can you just show me how much you would put out on a plate? Yeah, so that's probably about 2. So that's your 6 teaspoons are gone. Then it's for the daily. If we go back to the World Health Organization, that the maximum we should be having is 6 teaspoons of sugar a day. You can really see how that starts to count up in the day. Yeah. And this is why obesity is on the rise also.
And this is children's teeth, children's adults.
Children and adults, yeah.
And this is caused just what, by sugar?
Well, it's sugar and the bacteria. So both of those mix together in the mouth and they form this acid that basically burns and causes holes in the teeth. It's a preventable disease. That's what's so sad about this.
Yeah, how come more people don't know about what it is that you
We
eat?
don't have direct access. in this country. It started to come into some other countries and it is available. So you have to get a prescription from a dentist. Originally the role was created where we would go out into community, bearing in mind 50% of the population don't attend dental practice. I would like to see the future where the dental hygienist had roles out there within the community working with other healthcare professionals.
Okay, well, I really hope that this film helps get the message out there, and that, you know, people start changing their minds. Hopefully we start seeing more dental hygienists, like I said, out in the community, not just behind dentists.
Hopefully, Ed.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been
Okay.
a pleasure.